Okay, today I would like to present to you a thesis which is entitled Investigation of Dust Component of Hyperbolic Comet C2015 VL63 Roman stars. And the thesis supervisor of this work is Dr. Alexandra Ivanova. The task of this work was to study the dust component using photometric and spectral studies based on analysis of photometric observation, the color of the comet, the dust productivity. We analyzed brightness profiles and morphology of active structures. First of all, it should be mentioned that comets are small bodies of solar system which begin to show their activity when approaching the sun. And short period and long period comets are distinguished by period. According to eccentricity, it's possible to determine whether one comet is moves in an elliptical or hyperbolic comet orbit. So comets are very diverse, and this work examines one which can be attributed to comet that shows the activity in at significant heliocentric distance, where the sublimation of ice just begins. And the slide shows the features of the comet spectra depending on their heliocentric distance. And according to it, the only sun line which is reflected by dust particles is can be expected from comets similar to ours. And as previously mentioned, our comet belongs to hyperbolic comets, which shows the activity in significant heliocentric distance. And C2015 VL62 approaches the Sun only at 2.7 astronomical units. Unlike comets similar to ours, at significant heliocentric distance, are less studied than another comets which are at smaller heliocentric distance. So this work can be relevant. Okay. This work uses observation from 6-meter telescope obtained in December 2016, and photometric images were obtained in G and R SDSS filters of the Sloan system, and the slide also shows the comet's orbital parameters for the observation period. As usual, all images were first calibrated for dark noise and flat field, and using Astrometrica aperture was selected and photometry was performed. Okay, absolute magnitudes, dust productivity index and color index were calculated from the obtained photometry data. And you can see that color of the comet is insignificant, but IFRO index has an average value for similar comets. These slides show the brightness profiles of our comet, and the direction to the sun, opposite to it, and two perpendicular directions were chosen. The slide also shows the path of straight line -1 to compare the slope, and part of and distance corresponding to resolution of the device. And you can see that the direction to the sun stands above other curves. To study low contrast structures in comets, coma, and tail, its photometric images were processed using digital filters in software Asteroid 7. The RSDSS images are shown on this slide, and you can see these two jets that stream that are directed towards the sun, and the same images for GSDSS filters with the same features. And about the spectra of the comet, spectral images were processed in special software package in ideal language, and we, like on the first graph, we see the comet spectra and the sun continuum. On the third, the comet spectra without the sun continuum, and the second one is comet spectra, which is approximated by a polynomial. And about conclusions, analysis of photometric and spectral data made it possible to determine a number of physical parameters of the dust of the comet, and these obtained values were in the table above. The obtained results show that comet has significant values of dust productivity, but its color is more neutral than other comets have. And spectra of the comet, as usual, does not show any gas emissions. And morphology showed us that the comet has a tail and two jets directed towards the sun. And that's all.